In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, peace be upon you. In this slide and the next, I've listed some of the crimes of the Western gutter elite. They are some of the crimes that I can think of, but there are much more. Now, Muslims, especially from Asian and Middle Eastern nations, we thought that the white Christians were quite pure and holy people from the West. We thought that their skin color represented the purity that they had in their hearts, but we were wrong. And I have learned to recognize, God willing, the purity of a person from their actions and from looking in their hearts and seeing how they behave, rather than what they look like on the outside. And I urge all people to do that. I urge white people to look at their rulers and see what they are truly about. Do not think that, or just because they have the same coloured skin as yourself, that they are similar to you. They are not. Some of them are pure evil inside. This video is mainly about Western gutter elite playing Hunger Games with the poor. I've been putting two and two together, watching bits of news here and there, and I watched this clip about how Pakistan was given notice because it was providing safe havens for the Taliban. And what I realized was the US was trying to encourage a Hunger Games type battle or a dogfight between Pakistan and the Afghanistan Taliban. And they have been doing that for centuries. For instance, the Iran-Iraq war, that was also a Hunger Games type battle, a dogfight for the entertainment of the Western gutter elite. And more recently, this fighting between Saudi Arabia and Yemen, I have no doubt that it is the US forcing a country to fight another country the way they are trying to do with Pakistan. Now, Pakistan was refusing to take part in this dogfight because the Afghanistan Taliban have been their good neighbours for centuries. So Pakistan was being threatened by the US. Now, I say if US wants to fight the Taliban, fight them yourselves, you little bitches, including this dyke piss, also called Mike Pence, who I believe is probably a female to male transgender. It's acting all tough, making speeches, but it is not the bitch that will be fighting on the ground. This bitch is happy to have poor soldiers die so that it can get richer. Okay, apparently if Pakistan doesn't fight with those who this female to male old fart, aptly named Trump, wants them to fight, he will fund another attack dog against Pakistan. Now, I've learnt from Indian media or Indian news, especially this Z News channel. No doubt it's funded by the West. So this channel is getting all excited that US is relying on India to tackle Pakistan. Now, I'm sure the general population in India aren't interested in tackling Pakistan, and they're certainly not interested in fighting for America. And if any of you are considering fighting for America, I need to urge you to stop allowing these satanic Western rulers to rule over you. You need to stop allowing them to tell you what to do. They have been trying to infiltrate your societies and kill your babies. They want your babies dead. I know, because I live in the West and this is what they teach us. Obviously they don't teach us that they want Indian babies dead. They say that the population is too high in India and this needs to be dealt with, and the birth rate is too high in India and this needs to be dealt with. And you can find these sorts of articles all over the internet. So there is attack going on against your people as well as the Pakistani people, and you really need to stand united with the Pakistanis, with the Chinese, with the Russians against the US, because really you'd be stupid not to. Really, you're in the same region, okay? You need to support each other in that region. Um, you need to be less childish and immature, wanting to be the top dog in an area, because only Allah decides the top dogs. And you need to just work with people in a positive way. And I say, let these Western gutter elite bitches fight and die themselves. Why should any poor person fight their battles? If they're greedy for land and resources, let them come out and fight for them. And believe you me, their punishment is already here. They have lost their touch. They couldn't get rid of President Assad. President Assad bombed the Israeli plane out of the sky. The tide is turning and you need to join the winning side, the side that is on truth and justice, not Western criminality. Otherwise you will lose. You will lose if you go on the side of the evil that they take part in. And I pray that Allah guides you, protects you, and gives you peace. I pray that Allah guides the Satanists and the devil to the straight path. There is no Antichrist. I pray that the ultimate success be that all creation unite for truth and justice. I pray that Allah grants us all guidance and forgiveness. I pray that the children be a source of peace for their parents and the parents be a source of peace for the children. And I pray that I be a source of peace for all. And may I achieve martyrdom defending the vulnerable. Allahu Akbar and Allah Hafiz.